What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm reviewing the brand new, well I guess not so brand new, Adidas Nmd Og. Thanks so much for tuning in guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet, but with all that being said, let's get into it. So today's been kind of a crazy day. I woke up this morning not expecting much. I went to work again, just thinking everything was normal, and then at lunch I decided to go to Kith, and sitting on the shelf was the Nmd OGs. And man, I've got to say I've grabbed a lot of things from Kith, and it's usually just because I'm in the right place at the right time. Like I'll walk into the store right when they put out some extra pairs that they had that weren't picked up after a raffle or something like that. But today was by far my favorite random pickup at Kith, and of course that's because it's the OG NMDs. But as usual, before we get into the review itself, let's take a look at the box. So you've got the standard NMD box, nothing special. You've got the matte black with the 3 stripes debossed into the cardboard. The shoe is of course called the Nmd R1 PK, and I ended up getting a size 9.5 because that was literally all they had left. So without further ado, here they are, the Adidas Nmd Og. I'm not really sure what to call this shoe because it kind of came out as a restock, but they made a lot more pairs, so I guess it's more of like a refresh. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. One thing I will say though is that Adidas is using the same item number for this shoe, and a lot of the other consignment stores are selling the 2017 version as the 2015 version, like Flight Club and Stadium Goods. So that leads me to believe that they haven't actually changed the shoe. And the reason I say that is because when Adidas re-released the Pirate Black Yeezys last year in 2016, they actually made some changes to the silhouette itself. And even though the shoe looked almost identical from the outside, there were some small changes when it came to comfort. And so for that reason, it was given a different product code, and it was technically a different shoe. But like I said, that doesn't seem to be the case with the Nmd OGs. But moving into the shoe itself, you've got this really nice black prime knit one-piece upper. It's the same upper you'll find in all the other prime knit Nmd R1s, except of course it's plain black. The prime knit on the PK Nmd R1s is very, very stretchy, and for that reason I would say you might want to go a half size down. So it's kind of unfortunate that I ended up getting a half size up from what I usually wear. Of course, being a prime knit Nmd R1, it's got this sock-like ankle collar, which some people didn't like in the beginning, but I think most people have come around to it. It's a little bit more elastic than the rest of the shoe, so what it does is it hugs your ankle so that when you're walking, your foot doesn't come flying out. You've got your black laces in the midfoot tied to these lace eyelets on the side of the shoe. And personally, I don't really use the laces on the NMDs because it doesn't seem to do much for me. All it does is kind of crinkle up the tongue a bit, and that really doesn't tighten the shoe for me at all, so they're kind of useless in my opinion, but that might just be me. Of course, on the back of the shoe, you've got the pull tab in black and white, which says the brand with 3 stripes in a couple different languages. You've got this soft black TPU heel counter with the Adidas branding. With all NMDs, you don't actually get an insole, which kind of bugs me a little bit. I really wish it had an insole because it really does add a good amount of extra comfort, but it is what it is, and it's what Adidas decided to do, so we just kind of have to live with it. Moving down the shoe, you find the NMD's claim to fame, these red and blue bricks sticking out of the midsole of the shoe. When the shoe first released, everyone was kind of skeptical about these bricks and what they did and whether they liked the look of them or not, but people have really come around to them, as I'm sure you've noticed, because the NMD was the hottest shoe of last year. I mean, you couldn't find any NMDs in basically any store because as soon as they were stocked, they were gone. Behind the bricks, you've got the standard NMD Boost midsole, which isn't as comfortable as the Ultra Boost, but it really isn't bad. And finally, moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got this black NMD outsole, which is pretty much standard for all the NMDs that have released. It's not continental rubber, and it doesn't provide a lot of traction, so this is definitely a lifestyle shoe and not a performance shoe. Overall, the OG NMD colorway is the shoe that started the entire NMD craze, so whether you like it or not, you have to at least give it props for that. Of course, after the shoe first released in 2015, the resale prices were crazy. I saw shoes going for over $1,200, $1,300, which is insane. And the bad news for the people who decided to sit on their 2015 pairs and not wear them, I mean, the resale is kind of dead. You can get pretty much any size of these NMDs for around $300, whether it's a little bit over at Flight Club or a little bit under on eBay. It's really not hard to find these for a good price. And you never know, what happened to me could happen to you. You could walk to a random shoe store and just see them sitting there, so you never know. Sometimes you get lucky. It is what it is. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what you think of the NMD OG and if you think that it was a good thing that Adidas re-released it. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs on Instagram and on Twitter.